Good morning. Oh, my music is loud. I almost scratched my nose. It's times like these. That's like a cue from Kid Rock. It's times like these. Also, my eyebrows look like Ernie and Bert, but we're not going to talk about that right now. What are you doing to raise your vibration in this time and space? It's up to you to do the things that you need to do to raise your vibe. Blast some music, stretch and move your body. If you are with somebody, connect with their energy. Take the time you need for you. It's up to you to continuously choose to raise your vibration. And when we all raise our vibration in love, joy, your bliss. And so if y'all are in your homes where you fucking should be, stay the fuck home. That's a public service announcement. Then you can stay within the confines of your beautiful space and do the things that you can to make you happy. Eat the fucking chocolate chip cookie. Dance your ass off half naked. Love your kids. Love yourself. Love your spouse. If you're alone, call somebody you love. Do the things that make you happy.
Find somewhere quiet because I can't take my kids talking anymore. So I'm in the car in the driveway. I can still hear them yelling and fighting and laughing and screaming and playing. But I'm going to take a vacation in my car for about 20 minutes. Sent myself successfully to my car for a timeout. Also, I have made a phone call to my parents and apologized for my behavior as a child and told them that I cannot send myself to my room for all of the years I put them through hell because it's currently invaded by an 11-year-old, a 10-year-old, and an 8.5-year-old. But no matter how many times I've told my kids, my dining room has become my office. No matter how many times I've told my kids that my equipment is for recording podcasts, they continuously tell each other that mommy is a YouTuber. Mommy's not a YouTuber. Maybe am I supposed to take that from them and become a YouTuber? I don't even know what a YouTuber does. But they think it's cool. So if they think it's cool, then mommy's uncertain times. Grasp onto things that you're certain of. I know for myself, it's about scheduling.
Mommy, can I have some
you throw out, hold on, honey. You throw out a whole bunch of stuff, but what you need to go back to and create, and I know this about myself, is those bookends. Morning routine, evening routine, creates certainty, helps you understand good habits of behavior. If anybody else let everything run to the shits like I did for the last 3 days. Funny now, I don't know if anybody else is experiencing, but now that there's time, I feel like I don't have any at all. I feel like the days just pass by so quickly that I don't even know where they go the days. And so having 3 kids at home and working to implement different kinds of life lessons. And I know school, quote unquote, starts Monday. But my kids have been learning so much outside of the norm. And I've been learning about myself in ways that I never have. And so the energy is there to up-level you. Lessons are pouring in terms of motherhood for me, in terms of being a parent, in terms of being... And the only thing I can come back to is, after meetings and working with my coach is what is at my core? What are the things that are important to me? What is it that is authentically my essence that matters the most to clear the noise? Because in a time where there's supposed to be less noise, I have found that there's more. And so how do I shed that noise away, right? And what noise and what is it that we do as distractions to distract ourselves from the things that we need to be looking at and facing in order for our optimal growth? These are the ponderings that are happening in my mind. And so I invite you to understand what you're doing now in this moment, in these moments, now that for the most part people are in, into 3 weeks, 21 days of quarantine. What is it that the noise is distracting you from? I got some big lessons. And things like lessons are coming up in layers, like with major themes. And I don't know if anybody else is, I'm always honest and candid, right? And I'm a woke person. I've been doing work on myself for years and years and years and years. But like in this time of intense energy where it's allowing us to up level, let go of things that really are not serving us, because the world is being given an opportunity to shed the virus within us, right? Anything lower vibration that's coming from ego when it's not being used to serve our highest good is a virus within us. And so the things that are coming up for me, the themes are like how to shed the paradigms of parenting that is not serving me based on how I was parented. And then also how to shed the paradigms about relationships that are not serving me based on what I viewed growing up from parents, from grandparents. A lot of aha moments.
So also finding new ways to expend energy that I don't typically do. My mom is a certified yoga teacher, so like I called and I was like, so I need some 1, 2, 3s because I don't do yoga all the time. But there are other ways that I expend energy, and you have to look at the end result. What are you looking to do? You need the energy to flow through you in whatever ways, shapes, or forms that you use that you're currently being cut off from. You have to look for new alternatives to ways, and not to say that they were disempowering for me. They were not disempowering. They were enjoyable ways to expend energy, but you have to understand what the end result is that you're looking for, what that feeling is, and figure out how you can achieve that given the circumstances that you have and what is currently around you. And so look for the end feeling and find a new habit to replace that. So, I stretched it. Go! Crazy ass mother. You're like Evel Knievel, buddy. Girls can do what boys can do.
Yep. And sometimes even better.
I love that you said that, buddy.
I don't know how to do it.
All right, here she comes. Go.
Get me, Mommy.
Francesca, it's rolling.
I'm scared there's a car. No, it's fine. Go. Hallelujah. Go. Red, hurry up. Go. Now go. Whee!
I think I can wholeheartedly understand now why in Downton Abbey they were continuously changing clothes. I mean, they weren't going anywhere. And so they had to make use of all the clothes that they had. And now I see the amount of costume changes that I have a day because different sporting activities / working activities, things change. Also, note to self, not wearing underwears for a lot of the time of my life has been an ego choice, has been the ability to save the planet.
Tomorrow is still Monday, which means that if you can slip yourself into some sort of structure, I'm not going to say routine, but create some semblance around your days, your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I had to do that. I was so sorry. The light is whatever. So out of whack. Things were so out of balance. And I had to learn to shift that all into a way that was going to work for 4 people in one home. And how to still... My lesson in the last week has been balance, has been leaning into everything, shedding egos and patterns away, but still slipping into balance. It is such a mixture of feminine and masculine energy right now to find the yin and the yang between the two of them. So it's still Sunday. If you don't set your week up on a Sunday, you ain't gonna get shit knocked out. So take 5 minutes, create some structure, a little bit of routine, some habit. Some work, some family time, some playtime. Anybody else not happy about having to do homework? I mean, it's such a learning curve. I don't even know how to work a Chromebook because I'm a Mac person, and now I have to figure out how to get stuff. These are the convos that I've been having in the last 48 hours. People who are wanting to step back from their greatness, slip into the ease and the monotony of comfort. And so my conversations with these beautiful women that I get to work with, like I'm beautiful, soulful, spiritual, like stunningly, exteriorly beautiful, smart, passionate, driven, like it's a privilege to work with them. The conversations we've been having is that we are going to see a line in the sand in 5 to 6 months from now, and then 8 to 12 months from now. We will see the difference between the people who chose to live in habits that empowered them. Right now, you are in a juxtaposition to decide if you want to live with the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. I have fought that battle. They are fighting that battle. Somewhere else, somebody out there listening to this message right now is listening and feeling that right now. That it's easy to slip into the monotony of your everyday existence, right? Watch Netflix, go to bed late, wake up late, watch TV. Right now, we are going to see a definition between the 1%, the people who let their habits empower and rule their days, or the ones who slipped into laziness and comfort.
Cheers.